Hello everyone, welcome back to Soggy Bottom Homestead. I'm Dawn. I just put my little one down to sleep, so he's all tucked in. I thought I would take some time and show you guys the fabric folded ribbon roses. Now, I want to do two videos. This first one's going to be only on fabric and fabric types. The second video will be about ribbons and different types of wired ribbons to make roses out of. So make sure you ring that bell, like, subscribe to get upcoming videos. So let's get started. Now here's just a pile of scraps. This used to be an old denim shirt. This is a piece of a bottom of a curtain. And just scrap fabrics. This was a sheet cut up for different projects. And this is just another piece of fabric. Now you'd be surprised at how something with stripes makes a very pretty rose. So let me show you a couple of these. We'll start with the most odd one, which is curtain. Now it does have a big pattern, so let's just see how it turns out. First thing you're going to do is, depends on how wide you want it. A lot of times I just measure, make it from the second knuckle to the end of my finger is the estimate on most of the roses I like to make. So that's probably inch and a half, and it's folded over. So this one's about 3 inches width, fold over. Now you need a hot glue gun for this project. So let's get our hot glue gun down here. Hot glue gun. Now to start this, take it and we're going to fold this over like this. This is going to make the bottom of your rose. Now every time I do a rose, it turns out a little bit different. I said this in previous videos. Crafting for me, it's creative, it's unique, all to the person doing the project. So, hot glue, fold it over, and before it dries, I'm going to take this and roll it up like this. That's the center of your rose. So, I'm going to roll it up. Now we're going to fold it. Take this, where it's got this little area right here, pleat, whatever you would like to call it. Here, roll it. You're going to roll it all the way up till your fold's like this. This is going to be your next fold. See how this is angled? Before we keep going, we need to put a dab of glue. Very little glue goes a long ways, and you do not wish to glue your finger to your project. See how it's causing this, and we're going to roll it, and then eventually you get to the point and you turn, fold, turn your rose. Now that we've done that a couple times, we need to stop and glue so it doesn't unravel on us. Little bit of glue. Fold, roll your rose. Fold, roll. Little bit of glue. further out you go, the more you have to hold it. So when you get to the point, you work your way out. You end up to where you're doing a lot of rolling. See, I found the glue on my finger. You want to try to avoid that. And even though this had a pattern on it, you can see how you're really not seeing the pattern. Now see, we're getting to where we're moving out. You're basically folding it and rolling it. After you get so far out, you have to stop, because eventually you don't have any way to glue it. So let's back up a little bit. Glue. Now, hold it here. Since you've done all that folding, fold it down. Go here. And then you just gently go so. And you continue. To the point I want to stop. So take last roll, hold it, pull this down, glue here, if I can go around a couple more times. Yep. Pull this down. Like I said, I think I'm going to stop here so my row still looks uniform. Because if you go too much with the rolling, your rows can look a little lopsided. Now roses aren't perfect, so by all means you can do it that way. I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Okay, now, how to deal with all this extra. Take it and go. So, and then you can which I'm going to trim it off. That's a lot to fold down. I'm just going to go here. Fold it down. And then you're going to hot glue it. So, hot glue back here. Take it here and fold it down into your hot glue, like that. And you can leave, my mom likes to leave all of the things sticking out, the pieces of fabric. She calls it shabby chic. You can call it, I've heard it called many things. I like to trim mine up just a little. Even some of it out's okay. Not as much. There we go. Okay. Let's try this one. This one will be a smaller rose because I'll fold it in half. This is probably 2 inches, and so when I fold it, approximately 1 inch. Now, if you want this to stay so you're not fussing with it as you fold it, you can take it and do a seam, hand stitch or sewing machine, all the way down it. Let's just do it this way first. Or you can do, and like I do, I lay it down and just kind of hand press it to begin with. That's my mom. She ran into something. It's all right, everyone, though. So here's this is. You'll see how the difference. You'll be surprised on the striped fabric how it turns out. Before it dries, roll this up. Now make sure center. Fold and roll. Okay. There's a little angle right here. Fold it, roll it, fold it, roll it. And since we went a ways before it comes loose, I want to go ahead and glue it. This is an even smaller project, so less glue is better. And see, since I didn't sew it, I have to wrestle with the fabric. Fold it, and roll it, roll it. We went away, so I want to go ahead and put some hot glue. When I first started doing this, I used to hot glue every turn, and I found that the rose was too firm or too rigid. It wasn't soft enough. Now, being that I'm hot gluing these, when you put it on a project, you can wash it, but you can't dry it. You can also take the time and hand sew this each turn. But my hands don't like me to do that. I use hot glue. And anything I put this on usually wouldn't be an article of clothing or something I would wash all the time. It would be a handbag or a hat, something of that nature. Always, yeah, we're just folding it and rolling it. Oops, and I've got one little loose area, so I'm going to go ahead and hot glue it so it doesn't come undone. There we go. Fold at the angle, and fold and roll. you're making your petals of your rose with this angle that we fold on. Fold and roll. After you get so far, you hot glue, because it will come unraveled. Not getting far enough out. We're basically just rolling it, making petals. Oops, crease. Okay. And this is as far out as I want this one to go. I could keep going, but you're just going to keep rolling and bunching. So I don't want it to keep going out. Be careful with this part. And here's a stick to keep yourself from getting burnt. So look at the top, fold, fold, fold into it. And take this and do this. Roll it. And let it dry. There's that one. Like I said, I'm very surprised at what a striped piece of fabric, how pretty it turns into a rose. Let's do this one next. I surprised myself when I found this black fabric and I decided, let's see what it looks like. It turns out really pretty. I'll show you. So this is a very wide piece, so it's going to make a very big rose. The bigger the pieces of the fabric you use, it's not always the easiest to work with either. So I'd recommend, for those getting started, to use inch and a half to start with, not as wide as this is. You have to use more hot glue the bigger the piece of fabric you have. So if you don't, it'll end up being too loose woven. That is my mom's diabetic tester. It tells her that she's too far from it. She jokingly started calling it Fred. Hey, Mom, can you come and get your tester? Well, alright. Mishaps. Things happen. Here it is. Mom's diabetic tester. She calls it Fred. It scans a thing on her arm, but that's a whole nother subject. Alright, back to our rows. You just keep folding. Alright. And if we kept going, it would make a very large flat rows, which I'll show you guys. Need to put some glue. You just keep rolling it up to the angle and folding, because the angle is what makes the petals. Oops. And you can always back up. That's why I do a few turns before I hot glue, because if you don't like the way it looks, you can back up and refold like that when I straighten it out. And I need to glue. Almost done with this one, and then I'll show you the denim one. I need to glue. Okay. Yeah. See, some of it's too loose. It's coming undone. So we'll put some glue down and in there. Fix that. A piece of glue sticking up. I don't like that. Anyway, you can take a pair of tweezers if you get a piece of glue sticking up and pull it off. There's the black one. we'll do the denim one. Show you it. You'll be able to see it better than me folding the black one. I got hot glue strings. Hold on. There we go. Now, I went ahead and kind of frayed the edges of the denim. I think it looks better as far as the rose goes. And again, you can fold this, sew it, corresponding color, or different colors so that it shows up. I've done that too. Before it dries, fold it over and roll it. The reason why we're doing that is so that it makes the center of the rose. When it dries, it'll stay that way. This is the hard part. Here, fold it and roll tightly, as tight as you can do it. There's our angle. Fold. Because I didn't sew it, I'm wrangling both pieces. Here we go. I didn't sew it for a reason, and I'll show you why in just a minute. Because you're going to get both colors of the denim in the outside part of your rose. Okay, there we go. And then I'll glue it.
We're back.
Hi, you're back. Fred went off.
What'd you do with Fred?
He's right over here. I was telling people it's your diabetic thing. So we had to go get Fred. And then Joseph woke up. So we had a little pit stop. Oh, I'm getting eggs delivered. Awesome.
Where's Fred?
Fred's right here. There's Fred. Excuse us, we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're back. See? Here's Fred.
Master closet.
You fold this some more.
I gotta take pills.
We shouldn't, let's not talk about the pill.
Hey, do you think I'm the only knothead that takes pills? I mean, seriously. Could you open it?
Sure.
Opening Mom's Pepsi.
Yes, I'm a diabetic and I'm having Pepsi. But it's diet.
We're all addicted to caffeine around here. I don't know about you all's households.
Let her speak for herself, not you.
I got away from the caffeine finally.
No, you don't. You drink coffee in the morning.
I'm not addicted to it. I can't go without.
Yeah, see, I told you, we're all addicted to caffeine around here. No one will just admit it. Anyway, away from
Thank you,
our
Mama.
family squabble about having, back to my roses.
Cover the squabble?
Yeah. All right. I just ended up rolling this one over and over again. And here it is. I'm going to cut it off and show you how to end it.
You're so smart.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's just for Tina A.
Primarily, yes. Tina is a friend of mine. She wanted to see folded ribbon roses. So this video is for her. Hey Tina, hope you liked it. Got any questions? You know how to get a hold of me. Be careful of this part. This is where you can get stuck with the glue.
I did that the other day and it hurted so bad.
The glue found me a couple times in these projects. Okay, there it is. Alright, now we did 4. This was a sheet. This was a sheet, bed sheet. This was bottom of a curtain.
Oh, that's the one of the medallions. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm. As I was explaining, you
Ooh,
may
that's
see
pretty.
a pattern, but when you fold it, you don't notice the pattern.
Nope.
Then this one is just a piece of fabric. I'm not a big
Let me see.
black and white color as far as roses go in real life, but that's gorgeous.
What was this from?
You know, I don't remember. It feels like a sheet actually, but I'm not sure. And then here is an old denim shirt that we had had forever. So I just cut it up in strips.
We save everything. That's why the garage is so full.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
She's a craft hoarder.
Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Now I'm going to do another video of ribbon roses. Ribbons and ribbons with wire in them. How to fold those. It's using the same principle, just a different type of stuff to fold the roses. So that one's a little bit more tricky because it's more a slick material. But I'll show you guys that. Don't forget to subscribe so you get that second video. Like and comment. God bless and stay safe.
Good night.
Good night.